and welcome to the first episode of Awaken, Heal and Transform. In today's episode, I would like to just give you a warm welcome into me and into what this new series is about and the vision that I have for Awaken, Heal and Transform as well, which is huge. So I'm very excited that you have joined me today. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for being drawn to listen. So what is this series? What do I have planned for this? What is my vision for Awaken, Heal and Transform? Well, it's within the title really. The topics that we'll be diving into is the awakening, healing and transforming journeys that we all go through in our lifetimes. You know, we're all on this journey of life, and we're all at different points in it. And through the stories, we can learn from each other and connect with each other as well. So I will be sharing my awakening journeys. Now, what does that mean? What is awakening? I know we're healing. I know we're hearing this word a lot lately, awakening. What is it? So I feel like I have awoken to my awakening, because the awakening is a journey, another journey. And the awakening really is waking up to a new perspective of reality, a new dimension beyond our mind's limitations. So really it's a reawakening to our true selves, our innate beings as multidimensional beings, and being able to tap into other dimensions for guidance, for healing, and for directing us on our journey of life in this lifetime. So that is the awakening, waking up the mind to our true power of being creator gods or goddesses. And then healing, another amazing journey, the healing journey, the healing processes, the healing tools, what the types of healing that there are. And again, another journey. These are all journeys that we combine in our life journey. And the healing journey is unraveling the layers of ourselves, to really understand who we are at our core, at our soul. It's unraveling the traumas of the past and also of our generations, so our past lives, that traumas or events that have been passed on to us from past generations that we're holding in our energetic field, things that are holding us back that haven't even really occurred to us in this lifetime, and also of other people as well. You know, without realizing, we actually do take on other people's trauma or pain, and so we need to heal that from ourselves as well, things that we have taken on and absorbed as our own, and it may not actually be that. So another topic is the many different types of healing, and everyone's own journey. You know, I'll be sharing my journey of my healing process so far and where I'm at now, and inviting guests as well onto this channel to also share their awakening and their healing and their transforming journeys. So through our stories and through connecting, we can really awaken our minds and change our perspective on how we see the world from this point on. And that is the idea for this new series. And the vision is endless, just like everything. The vision I have for Awaken, Heal and Transform is limitless. I will be inviting speakers, like I said, but I will also be sharing my continuous journey with where I am now. So I want to dive into lessons that I learn weekly or throughout the day even, and share with you little things that I feel or I believe will inspire you and will resonate with you to begin to awaken you, heal you, transform you, so that you can step into your innate power within and you can begin to live a soul-led life without fear and without judgment of yourself or others. So I'm so excited to be introducing this, and it's something that I have been wanting to do for a really long time now. Really long time, but I believe in divine timing, and I believe that now is my time to show up for not just myself, but for you as well, to be that guide, that almost that leader that I feel like I needed, and I want to be that for you, or I am that for you. And for you that don't know me, I am Francesca. I am an energy healer, I am a spiritual guide, and I am a loving being of light, just like you. So this is what I am here to do. I am here to be of service. I am here to teach. I am here to guide, to lead, to awaken, to heal, and to transform myself and you. And so I want to share this journey with you by doing this series. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about quickly today was really my fear about starting this. You know, I do believe in divine timing, and this is the right time, and there was lessons that I needed to learn in order to be where I am right now, showing up for me. And the main thing I've been reflecting on lately is the amount of consumption we take in on a daily basis, super unconsciously as well. So we're always being shown things, people, experiences, other people's lives through social media, through the media, through radio, through just we're constantly being given messages, and we're almost absorbing so many things like a sponge without even realizing. And what I've noticed is throughout it all, I actually feel more lost, because I'm taking things in from here, taking things in from there, taking things in from here and there, but yet I'm forgetting who I am and what I am about. So I don't know if any of you feel like that as well, that sometimes there's just so much stimulus that we're not even looking externally. It's just automatic that external information is provided to us almost 24/7. That going within is not talked about enough. It's not the norm, let's say, but only we know deep within us who we are, and we can only find that out by tapping into ourselves. We can't find who we are by looking at everyone else. That actually just deflects you even more from you, and without even realizing, you're kind of creating these personas that aren't actually who you are. So this is a really strong message that I've been wanting to share, and I thought, why not share it on the first episode of Awaken, Heal, and Transform? Because I think it's something we really need to overcome, is being able to see things as the observer, but not as an absorber. So we have to have that boundary even with information that is coming through to us or widely available to us all the time. Because sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I will think of something and then I'm Googling my own thought to see if somebody else has thought of that or if that thought is right. Have you done that before? I mean, that is really self-doubt to a whole new level. Yes, I know. But it's almost like I just want to double check that that thought is valid. And so I do that by looking externally. And so this has been happening quite a lot recently, and this message has just been coming through all the time, as in, why am I trying to find validation from an external source that the thought that I have just thought of is valid? If that's my thought, it is my thought. So I just wanted to kind of see if anybody else does that. Is that something that we do, and why do we do that? And the only thing I can think of is because we are so used to gathering information from outside of ourselves on such an unconscious level that it's almost like when we do think of something that we feel is our own thought, you just want to double check that it isn't come from anywhere else. Because there is just so much available to us now. And that is amazing. There is so much positive in that, because we can all have access to learn everything, which is amazing. But let's just also not forget that we are our own best teacher, because only we know what is right for us on our path and our journey. So that is why the inner work is so important, to really be our authentic selves, truly at our core, truly being able to speak from our soul. And that is what I find so important to share. Don't dismiss your inner knowing, that inner voice within you. We are all born with an inner knowing, and throughout life, as life goes on, we are almost taught to suppress that inner knowing. We're taught to forget that we actually have a purpose here on earth. We are, through schooling, don't get me wrong, there are great benefits to schooling at a certain degree and to a certain level. But I also feel like the teachings during school are not really beneficial to a soul-led life and to really understanding true happiness and what that is, because we're often taught through life that we need to get a good job, we need to get married, we need to have kids, we need to have a house, we need to have this, have that, have. And all of those things are external to us. None of them mention you need to be happy. You need to be who you are. You need to be. None of them talk about being. They just talk about having or doing to create the elusive happiness, to create the elusive joy that is so temporary with having on an external level. So we need to tap into the inner being and find that within ourselves. Find what makes us happy within us. Find what makes us joyous within us. Find our inner peace within us. It is all within. We can look externally for tools and guidance to help us along that journey back to who we are, but we cannot technically buy a tangible object to create those feelings within us. When we are buying things externally or having materialistic objects, they are a temporary fix to certain things. They may help, but they're not the entirety of it. Only we can have the happiness within us. And that's another thing that I wanted to share today. But yeah, going back to the entire series as a whole, these are the type of topics I'll be sharing with you, because these are the thoughts that I have, and these are the lessons I want to teach, which really goes into the awakening, because we are in a new age, the new age of Aquarius, as some of you may be aware of or may not be aware of, which again, I will probably do a whole episode on just that, because that is its own episode in its own right. But as we are stepping into this new age, this shift of collective consciousness that we are going through, whether you are conscious of it or unconscious, it is happening. And this is probably why you have shown up today to listen to me, the curiosity of wanting to know more about who you are. That curiosity is our first step into being able to heal the world. It all starts with the curiosity. It all starts with the wanting to know more, wanting to understand. So thank yourselves for showing up for that today, because the vision I have for Awaken, Heal and Transform is for it to also be engaging. I would like you to engage with me and ask me what topics you would like me to talk about. You know, what do you want to know about? What is it that you are curious to want to hear? And I can answer that for you. I can be that guide for you to answer those questions specifically. I'd love to connect on a personal level, and I love if you were to join me in engaging with me on this series, and reach out to me with your healing journeys. You know, I would love to have you come on here and speak and share your awakening, your healing, and your transforming journey with me and with everyone else, because we all have our story. We are the only ones who can tell our story, and whether we realize it or not, our stories are what connects us to each other, and through our stories we actually encourage and empower others to awaken, heal and transform. And when we do, we raise our consciousness to that of a higher vibration, so that we are beings of light for the world, to light up the world and be the earth keepers that we are really here to be, to protect and heal the earth, which, let's be honest, we haven't been doing such a great job of so far. But now is our chance. Now is our chance. We all can do this. We come together collectively through things like this, through talks like this, expanding our consciousness to that which we did not even realize we had. Connecting in a world which seems so disconnected. The power of connection on a deep level such as this one is so important. And this is another reason why I wanted to start this series, is so that you can really connect with me on a deeper level, so you can understand me behind the real person behind my profile. There's a chance for you to connect with me and for me to connect with you, so that we can strengthen the healing bond of humanity and therefore the world, as the world is only a mere reflection of our human consciousness and our human state at the moment. It is our job and our duty to Mother Earth to heal collectively and finally answer her calling that she has been desperately seeking, she needs us to come home. She needs us to come home back to earth. So having said all of this, I welcome you on board to Awaken, Heal and Transform. And this will be a weekly series. So join me next week for the next topic, diving deep into our fears and limiting beliefs. Much love.